What?
You're so hairy right now.
Okay, God. I think that's in my face. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
I didn't want to be in a marriage where my kids would know that I was married to someone who wasn't attracted to me.
I mean, is it possible that he was attracted to her, was getting it from somewhere else, Robyn, and could use how he felt about her level of attractiveness as a weapon to hurt her?
Yeah.
Because she wasn't doing what he wanted. Like, he knew it would be an offensive thing to say.
Yeah. He manipulated. I think this shows the family dynamic. Like, they're watching a YouTube on how to do, like, the paint and drink wine and paint. Mm-hmm. And everyone's kind of look like Christine's because they're following directions. And then look at McKelty's. And McKelty always beats to her own drum, you know? Yeah. I like that.
That's funny.
Mine would be similar to McKelty's.
Yes, yours is.
God, what if I suck at kissing? What if I suck at everything like that? I don't know. I know that someone didn't like it. See why it's scary? Do you see why it is terrifying?
But can I just reality test for her? That any 50-year-old guy that finds out that she's only kissed one other man is going to be really excited to have that experience with her. Like, she's thinking this is going to be like I'm a pariah because I'm not super experienced. No. That's the male the male brain is thinking that's pretty fantastic. What do you think? What? Why aren't you saying anything?
I just hate when you get gross.
I wasn't gross.
I just hate it. I feel like you were.
What?
It sounded like the 33 virgin thing.
I do think I want to stay separated for now.
I'm sort of surprised that she doesn't want to try and reconcile, that she wants to be separated.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he's surprised.
Is he really surprised?
I don't know.
That's really what's the make or
All I
break.
have to do is have a conversation with them, and I don't want to do this. That's what was happening with Christine and I. When I would have conversations with her.
Really annoying when she's trying to talk about, she's trying to get out what she wants to say, and he keeps comparing it to Christine. Mm-hmm. And so, like, it's like she can't even say, she can't finish a sentence. Mm-hmm. It's bugging me.
He's been telling me for years that he wasn't attracted to Christine. They were struggling in their marriage. I would have left his ass the first time he said that to me.
Like he always claims that they never, like, talk about each other.
Oh, right. Right.
Stupid. Okay. It all comes out, Cody.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And you tell your other sister wife, like, that doesn't cause a weird dynamic. Hey, like, I don't like that one.
Talked to Savannah in 6 weeks. Like, you didn't even call her at Christmas or anything. Like, nothing.
Well, everybody...
There's no excuse.
But,
But I do think it's what's interesting is that Janelle is not saying, I'm out. She's saying, I want to continue the break. I want to do counseling. But she is out.
She's out.
And she knows she's out. But she is giving him she's letting him take it in phases.
So Janelle's not in love with me. I think she thinks I'm hot. I got nice pecs and a great six-pack abs.
What? I'm a little bit like, prove it. Right?
I am also like that. Yeah. Come on, Cody,
all right, let's
show
see it, Cody. I mean, right? Based on the way he treats his hair, like he thinks he's got quite the mane up there, and I wonder if it's the same thing when his shirt's off.
I've been doing a lot of business, and when I'm doing business, a lot of times it's happening in the evening, so I haven't been around to do stuff with her after school.
This my personal experience is that anybody that's doing business is not doing business. You know what I mean? Like, when it's so nondescript, what are you doing right now? Just doing a little business. What the hell does that mean? I had a lot of sales calls. I was traveling for work. Yeah, I was doing a lot of. Yeah, exactly right.
Almost all my interaction with Robyn's children are because I'm with Robyn and interacting with her children.
What the hell? I figured this out. It's shocking. most of the time when I'm interacting with my children, I'm interacting with them. All my interactions with Robyn and her kids is because I'm with Robyn and her kids.
COVID, Cody. It's about only seeing one person's perspective. I mean, that's what I felt like.
He spends 90% of the time squeezing lemons into his water. The amount of lemon, I mean, he has so much. They only eat at this Mexican restaurant, and the entire time he just squeezes lemons into his water.
I think that's how you get 6-pack abs and big pecs.
That is probably, I think that is a fat burning thing.
One of the issues between Janelle and Cody is this idea that Cody's asking for an apology from the boys. I never asked for one. I never wanted one.
Why doesn't Robyn host an intervention with the boys? And I mean, why everyone come to dinner and we have a sit down because your dad is here and he's a child. But since I'm not a child, I will have a dinner party and we can all talk it out.
Yeah. That's what I've become more and more convinced of.
But Robyn didn't do that.
She is not willing to move a finger to actually positively affect the family.
Yeah, no.
That's like really weird to transmute that much stuff.
It's transmute
He just
a word.
found it's another word that Cody. It goes from gaslight to trigger to what was it last week? He had some
Is
other weird
transmute
word.
a word though? It's
What he's describing is displacement,
oh, okay.
right? I'm mad at Christine, and I displace my anger on Janelle. You don't transmute would be like I'm angry at Christine, and so I took that anger and I built a car for Janelle. Like it's the changing of form, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or you don't know? Okay, I don't think Cody does either. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I don't think Cody knows.
I mean, do you really want to still have a plural family? Sometimes I can't tell.
I felt like Atlas and the world's on my shoulder, and I just shrugged it off. Nobody else picked it up.
Who is supposed to pick it up? What he keeps saying, I shrugged and nobody picked it up. So by shrugging, he's saying, I shrugged, I abandoned the family. I didn't care for my wives anymore, and he's angry that the wives didn't. I don't get it. Like, what did he suspect, or what did he want to happen?
Well, it's the same thing with Robyn being like, someone else needs to carry the torch.
Yeah,
And I was
don't
like,
get it.
where?
Janelle hasn't been living plural marriage. She's been living independence from a husband that's there when she wants him and has resources that she gets.
Crazy position that he has in his mind, that he's like he acts like he's her yard boy, where he shows up with his 6-pack abs and bulging chest, and she uses him for that purpose only.
Scientists,
And I was always a Christian. Listen,
we don't have,
Janelle,
yeah.
you're going off of a recency bias with COVID.
That's a long window if we're talking about a 2-year recency bias.
Yeah. I also don't like that he keeps interrupting her. She can't get it out.
I wish Solomon and Ariella had the same value to the whole family that they see other people.
See, I think those kind of statements are dangerous.
Super dangerous. That statement is super dangerous, and that's what he's doing. He's making it like there's one kid is valued more than another kid, but that's what he's overvaluing those kids, the younger ones.
Can you explain to me what's the value of the separation?
I know that sometimes people do this where they're in a relationship and things aren't going well, and they go, we just need a break, and then they have a break, and the idea is that the absence makes the heart grow fonder. But I am not aware, honestly, of anybody. Maybe you are. I've never met anybody where that worked, and I don't know any therapist that would ever recommend that. If the goal is keep the relationship together, if you do that, things get 90% of the time worse.
She can't handle it when he's there because of his pecs and his abs.
I didn't think about that. I didn't think about it. Yeah, maybe if he just kept his shirt on.
She
the
doesn't
entire
know
time.
what she needs emotionally because she wants to jump him
She's
when he
consumed
comes
by
in the
it.
door.
I get it. That's how.
He seems so fun to be around, doesn't he?
Yeah. Is that how you were with my pecs?
Yes.
Have I always just been a resource for you? If I can't provide everything, I'm not of value?
Oh, my hell.
The way that he is distorting this into a Janelle leaving him because he doesn't add value financially is ridiculous.
She's been the one that brought in the money.
Right. She was the workhorse of the family.
But he does business at nighttime.
What is he? Import. I was just doing some import exporting.
Christine's getting closer and closer to the edge. I ask her about it.
I don't know how to
be involved in that particular relationship. Do you know what I mean? I understand.
What am I supposed to bottle it up and not talk about it?
I think it is important that a husband or a wife or whoever in a relationship is able to talk about their pain and their grief. And I do think that there's a line when a person's need to express themselves can become damaging on the relationship, because that's all the relationship becomes about. And when you hit that point where your partner is feeling overwhelmed by the constant discussion about this thing, whether it's a relationship thing, it's a work thing, or whatever, that's when you need to go to therapy. If Cody is constantly talking to Robyn or Janelle or Meri about his frustration with Christine, then Cody needs to go to therapy so that he can work through it. But it is not these women's job to be the sort of vessel for his verbal processing. Mm-hmm. You agree with that? What do you think?
Yeah. And it's not fair. Like it's really hard. Can you imagine me talking about how sad I was about my ex-boyfriend dumping me? Like, I
don't like your ex-boyfriend.
No, but like,
yeah, I'd have a real
or
hard
like
time.
if I had a boy, like I she's not talking about it. She didn't want to think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you weren't having a great experience in Las Vegas?
No, I mean, Cody, I
need to know because
I've
had so much unwound for me, how much I thought we were like, I'm sitting there.
This conversation is so hard for me, David, because she cannot get out a sentence. Mm-hmm. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It is. She cannot get it out. Not one full thought at all.
Well, it went better than Janelle expected. I kind of thought that we would reconcile right here. And she's like, no, I'm enjoying my independence, this freedom too much, so I want to stay separated.
I also think that that's part of the problem for Cody, is that he thinks that he can treat them like shit, and then when he swoops in later and says, come touch my chest and all will be forgiven, you know. And I think that he can't imagine that she would be okay without him.
Cody changed. Would you ever want a full marriage with him again?
Yes, but I think it's unrealistic.
I feel like they just string us along.
TLC is good with the trailers. What'd you think?
I thought it was good. I enjoyed watching the argument. I feel annoyed by Cody because he doesn't let anyone. He can't listen, so he doesn't. The reason he doesn't understand his wives is because he doesn't listen to them. He talks over them, stops them mid-thought. And, that gets exhausting for the other person. What do you think?
Well, I certainly never do that.
You don't. You're so perfect.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I agree. I agree with you. I think that he's... I don't know. It's on the outside, it seems like... I think he thinks that he wants the relationship to work. And on the outside, it feels like it would be very easy for him to resolve everything. He does need to tell her that he's sorry. He does need to go talk to her kids. He does need to spend more time with her and with Meri. Like, if he just got it together, right? But he's just been so into himself, so into Robyn, and he has done so much in the way of displacing his anger on the other wives, his anger about Christine and the other wives, that he's just imploding. And this whole thing where he's like, oh, it's recency effect, or what do you say? It's a recency bias. Recency bias, perhaps, Cody, but 2 years is a long recency bias. Like, you can't treat people that way for 2 years and think they're going to hang out.
No.
So, it was good. A little gross about gross or a little bit revealing Cody's perception of himself and his body, but I thought that was
just say
interesting.
prove it.
Prove it.
Prove it, Cody.